What is up, everybody? Driven Dave here. Really excited video for you. We've hit 500 subscribers today. I am just ecstatic. If you can't tell, I really appreciate it. It's taken a lot of work to get to this point. I think I've released something like 200 videos, and really great to see it pay off. I mean, of course, 500 subscribers doesn't mean I'm going to make any money from the channel yet, but I'm halfway there. I've got well over 4,000 watch hours, so I'm good there. I just need 500 more people to hit that subscribe button. So if you and I are mutual friends and you have some other friends that might enjoy this, please send it to them. If you hate me, could you send it to your friends anyway, just to spite me? I'd really appreciate it. Wanted to do a special shout out to a few of my new subscribers just in the past couple of weeks. This is just off the top of my head. I apologize sincerely if I forget any of you, but thank you to my old friend Matt, who, you're not old, but I've known you a long time, because if I call you old, I'm old, so you're just an old friend. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. Also, my buddy Dennis and Forrest and Bennett and Sean and Frank and Liz and somebody else I'm forgetting. Oh, and Art. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. And Bruno. Even if I already said Bruno, but I don't think I did because it's fun to say Bruno. Oh, and Joe. Thank you, my man. And also shout out to my old friend Joe, who commented on a video this morning. Miss you, buddy. So really cool. Also, a couple of more famous YouTubers subscribed in the last week. Just today, Sarah J. Awesome subscribed, which is great. She's got a really quickly growing channel, and she kind of focuses around content on her Model 3. And I think her husband got a Model Y, if memory serves. But Sarah's content is really a lot of fun. Go check her out. I think you'll like it. And then also, just blown away that I got to make a new friend and sell my most beloved car, the old man, my Lexus LS 400. Thanks to the magic of YouTube and the internet, I got hooked up with Kyle Connor and Alyssa, and they're from Out of Spec Studios, and they run just a whole bunch of channels, Out of Spec Reviews, Out of Spec Motoring, Out of Spec Overlanding. They just started with Colton, Out of Spec Detailing. And I know I'm forgetting one. Oh, and the Kyle Connor channel, and there's probably another 3 or 4. I mean, this guy is just, he's just amazingly driven, and has, the #1 EV content. Sorry, I'm trying to not crash into some cars right now. A little scatterbrained. But Kyle is the #1 EV content dude right now. His EV content just crushes everybody else. And his stuff is amazing. So please go subscribe to all of those channels and check him out. I got to spend just a little bit of time with him and Alyssa when they drove down to LA with their Rivian R1T, and then they towed my Lexus back to Colorado, or his Lexus, rather. And just super inspiring to sit down with them and have a nice chat and talk cars, and it was just awesome. So really great meeting you, Kyle and Alyssa. Thank you so much. Glad to make some new friends, and especially such one of my favorite YouTube channels. So really, really cool. And along those lines, I just kind of wanted to just take a moment to thank all of you for watching my videos. It means so much to me. Creating content like this has always been a dream of mine, which I know I've mentioned before. As a little kid, I would watch every Saturday or Sunday, whatever it was, I'd watch Motor Week, with John Davis, Goss's Garage. Rest in peace, Pat Goss. I was sad to hear that he's no longer with us. And of course, I'd listen to Car Talk with Click and Clack, and then I'd watch Power Block. I remember when Danica Patrick was hosting it, back when she was breaking some records and all of that. And I mean, I watched all these shows. Stacey David Gears, was it, or was it Trucks? I can't remember. And then Horsepower TV, a whole bunch I'm forgetting. And then in the last 10 years, YouTube has become kind of a bigger deal, obviously. And Hoovie's Garage is certainly one of my favorites. All the Wichita contingent, watch JR Go, Elliot Albus, the Car Wizard, Weston Champlin, the Oklahoma guys, Monkey Wrench Mike, Auto Auction Rebuilds, Weird Beard. I mean, I know you can't watch both Weird Beard and Auto Auction Rebuilds, but I do. I like them both. They have their own thing, and then all the LA cats. You've got Matt Farah from the Smoking Tire, certainly one of the originals, and just amazing. His I can't remember the name of his fancy parking club on the west side. Is it West Side something? Anyway, Matt, I hope I get to meet you sometime. That would be awesome. And I feel like I'm gonna just run into him somewhere. It's gonna be cool. And Amelia Hartford and Vehicle Virgins, and of course, outside of the LA area, you've got Cletus McFarland, 1320 Video. There are just so many fun shows. Whistling Diesel, I just really respect what all of these content creators have put into their channels. Because the thing is, with every channel, whether you love it or hate it, these creators have spent a lot of time and a lot of their own money to just create content for you, and it's really kind of neat. I find myself, because we haven't had cable for a long time, and I find that when I'm on trips and stuff, if I'm in a hotel, I may turn on whatever that Grease Monkey Garage, or I don't know, whatever they have on the Discovery Channel or TLC. And I watch these overly scripted, overly produced car channels, and I find myself just going I'd rather watch YouTube, because what you see here is real. I mean, sure, it may be boring to see me driving in traffic, but this is real life. This is unscripted. This is happening now, and you can't recreate now, and you can't recreate just the authenticity of now. And that's something that Kyle talked about with me that I thought was so cool. All of his videos on his Out of Spec channels, they just go, man. They film what's happening and they show it to you. And I think that's really neat. And I think people really appreciate authenticity, especially in this digital age. It's nice to just see something real and not be lied to. So really, really terrific. And I'm having a blast doing this. I feel now that we've hit 500, we're halfway to the monetization point, and I feel like the channel's just going to start rocking from here on out. So I'm going to be, posting more and bringing more content to you, and, reviewing some more cars. Was it yesterday? I released a video on a 1988 Ford Thunderbird. Really, really cool car. Big shout out to my friend Jeremy out there. Jeremy, you are such a great friend, and you have such great taste in cars and such in-depth knowledge. It's really cool. I've been bugging him to start his own channel, and I hope one of these days he will. Sorry to blow up your spot, man, but you really should. And additionally, if you like Jeremy's Thunderbird, drop a message. He might be interested in hooking you up, if you're looking for one of those. I don't know if he's gonna sell it right away, but I know he's talked about that. So Jeremy, I hope you don't mind that. Again, my apologies if I wasn't supposed to say anything, but I just want to help out if I can. Let's see, let's pass the people. The best part of the Model 3. Wow, that is quick. So yeah, Jeremy's video's up. In the next couple of days, I've got some uploads that are going to hit. I just did some basic maintenance on my Kia Optima. shout out to Chris. Hope you're enjoying my old car, your new car. And it's really cool. I've sold 3 cars in like 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks. Really pretty amazing. I thought that was going to be a lot harder, but thankfully the right owners found me, and that made me really happy. I'm going to do a video about like saying goodbye to cars and you know, the process of selling and all of that stuff, because it can be really daunting. Like for years I was threatening to sell my Corvette, and I would tell people like, yeah, I'm going to sell it, and then they'd see me a year later and like, wait, you still have the Corvette? I'm like, yeah. You know, and the whole thing, like, number one, I didn't want to let go of it, and then number two, I was afraid of the whole selling process. And I've learned that, yeah, I mean, it's not fun, and it is, you know, it's nerve-wracking for sure, but it's really not that big of a deal. Like, you just got to do it. You got to take that plunge. If you have a rig that you need to get rid of, and you're just, you know, for whatever reason you haven't sold it yet, just do it, man. It's going to be fun. So I'll do a video on that if you'd like to see it. Please post below some comments on anything you'd like to see. Obviously, like, my current fleet of cars is pretty small. I have the 2022 Tesla Model 3 dual motor and the 2008 Toyota Sienna, and that's it. I haven't been this light on cars in a long time. I'm taking my Tesla in for service next week just to fix a few cosmetic issues. I'm hoping they'll give me a loaner, so if they do, that'll be some new content. If not, well, whatever. But I'm not really worried about finding cars to film. You know, I have the best friends ever, so thank you. You know, friends like Jeremy, I've done 2 of his cars now, and like my buddy Bennett and Sean and Dave. I mean, countless people that have just volunteered to let me have a go with their car, which is just super cool. And you know, of course, there are rental cars too, and I mean, people have just been so generous. So I'm sure we're gonna have plenty of cars to film coming up real soon. I keep threatening to do my mom's car, and so we're gonna do that one of these days soon, I hope. And yeah, so a bunch of stuff coming, some great interviews coming. I'm just really excited. I'm pumped. I've got lots of stuff already filmed. I've got ideas for things I'm going to film, and then some other projects that, you know, I don't want to talk about really until they're a reality, because I'm just so excited and I don't want to mess it up. So anyway, my friends, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please comment if you have some good ideas for future content, or anything you'd like to see. And you know, hey, stay driven. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Think I've done enough for today. Did what I had to do, and this is enough for me. Never meant to be a winner, never meant to be a quitter, but this is how I was satisfied.